So, the Arctic front that is making headlines today, it's on the move this morning. Remarkable temperature drops, some 10 degrees in an hour. Everyone dealing with that front, they're going to feel it in a big way. Now, when a front like this moves over a big body of water, well, let's say like the Great Lakes, a lake effect snow machine, it turns on immediately.
And it is already turning on in many spots, including in portions of Michigan. But when it does, it can lead to images like this one out of Tuscola County, Michigan. This part of Michigan isn't expecting much snow this go around, but further west, right along Lake Michigan and even north into the UP of Michigan, it's a different story. Mackinac City further to the north, snow falling, blowing wind, intense wind, and we could even have some whiteout conditions through tomorrow. We welcome in again to the program Abby Hutson, assistant research scientist from the University of Michigan. Abby, good morning to you. Thank you for talking to us on what's a pretty significant day when we talk about lake effect snow. Arctic fronts, unfrozen Great Lakes, mostly unfrozen. I know they're beginning to freeze over, but these ingredients seem to be coming together. But I'm wondering from your brain, is there anything that stands out about this event today that makes it a bit more interesting than other lake effect events?
Hi, yeah, thank you for having me. Again, I think the first time I spoke with you guys, it was kind of the same setup. What's happening is this low pressure system is moving through the Great Lakes region, and behind it, a high pressure system is setting up over the plains over Minnesota. And what that leads to is a funneling of air all the way down south through Lake Michigan. And Lake Michigan, being the way it's oriented, means that there's a lot of wind going over that relatively frictionless surface that is the lake, leading to some strong gusts, some strong winds, and ultimately a funneling of a lake effect snow band that will eventually impact Northwest Indiana through the rest of the day today. And that's why the National Weather Service has issued winter storm warnings in the regions in far southwest Michigan and northwest Indiana.
I feel like last time we spoke to you, Abby, it was also when northern Indiana got big time snow, right? Because it was that specific fetch over Lake Michigan. And Superior, I mean, you could even talk about Marquette. So far this season has performed very well with snow totals. They'll see more as well into the UP of Michigan. But yeah, the wind orientation is so important. And yet again, northern Indiana, South Bend is going to do quite well with this one.
Yeah, absolutely. And with strong winds coming north out of Lake Michigan, it really affects the lake conditions too. So when that northerly fetch is really strong and kind of like sloshes up the lake a little bit, we're going to get some really high waves, right? And so thanks to some forecasting models that come out of the Great Lakes Environmental Research Laboratory, we know that the winds, say off of southeast Lake Michigan, are going to be as high as around 15 feet, perhaps even higher, for the rest of the day today and later into tonight.
We talked about your expertise. It deals with a lot with numerical modeling of at least these forecasts over the Great Lakes and how when we look at modeling and we see where lake effect snow bands might set up, the impacts that we see overall with our water systems. I think, Abby, when we look at how these bands set up, people watching us, we talk about it all the time, but not every setup offers lake effect snow. And when it comes to temperatures, air that originates from the Arctic, does that help the lake effect snow machine? Does that hurt it? Because there does have to be a certain difference between the lake water temps and that actual air above the surface. It has to meet a certain criteria.
Right, absolutely. So the setup like we have today, where we started with these kind of warmer temperatures. In fact, we've had warmer temperatures over the last couple of days, right? Over the last week in the Great Lakes region, which means that opened up the lakes a little bit. There was some shoreline ice that melted out and got mixed out into the lakes. But if we have these warmer events up front and then we get that strong Arctic air coming out over the lakes, that temperature difference over the lakes, I mean, that's going to be causing an insane amount of energy exchange between the relatively warmer lake surface and the very, very cold air aloft. That is an absolute energy, absolute lake effect snow machine, as we like to call over Lake Michigan. And when the winds are oriented this way, all of that energy gets funneled into one kind of small area. And that also leads to kind of some uncertainty in the forecasts. In the discussions of the National Weather Service, they mention, the orientation and the relative location of that snow band, say over South Bend. If that shifts a little bit to the west, their 12-inch snow accumulations may go down to 6 inches, cut by half. But the models that we have today have a really hard time really figuring out exactly where those bands are going to be. That becomes even more of an issue, say, over Lake Superior, where we have a bunch of little bands that set up that are just as intense, but there's so many of them, they could be widely variable over the state. So you can't really nail down the exact accumulations, at least not yet. And thanks to our models, though.
Yeah, it was interesting to see the expansion of some of the winter weather alerts. And it was even I noted out of the Grand Rapids office, they put in their discussion, experienced forecasters know that these bands can be finicky, and trying to find that exact placement. And so often we're only as good as what we have, especially in terms of model data. But then just watching it in real time, especially what we've seen this morning. Real quickly, just to check in on the Great Lakes, because overall it's been a very cold, well, it was a cold December, and now we're looking at maybe some changes with the temperatures for January, but how are we doing in terms of our freezing over the Great Lakes?
Yeah, like you said, we had a very cold December. So the ice picked up. But interestingly, again, thanks to all of the historical and current information we get out of the Great Lakes Environmental Research Laboratory, we know that the lake temperatures right now over Lake Michigan on average are a little bit warmer than average this time of year. Granted, the entire winter has been about average over the lakes. The lake surface temperatures are following an average curve pretty well. But thanks to the past week of relatively warmer temperatures, the lake surface temperatures nudged up just a little bit. Otherwise, ice concentrations, lake surface temperatures are really falling along that average line. And when I say average, I mean calculated from 1979 on to today. So. Yeah.
I remember. Yeah, and the temperatures are so important. That's a whole other part of the story, right? In terms of the health of our lakes and the ecology of our lakes and temperatures. But water takes longer to change the temperature than air. We appreciate the check-in, and as we watch this next round of lake effect over the next 24, 48 hours, Dr. Abby Hutson, appreciate you checking in with us, assistant research scientist at the University of Michigan. Go Blue.
Thank you both.